Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Polestar Driver. On this channel we are tracking what it's like to own a new Polestar 2 car and the ups and downs of working with a new brand. On today's show we're going to look at what's been updated in the last 2 weeks. We'll have a look at some of the questions on the Polestar support site and some features that I would like to add. We'll round off the show by looking at the numbers in terms of efficiency, range, etc. But let's first take a look at something I highlighted in the previous episode, and that was to confirm whether the charging limit stop was fixed with the last software update. I can confirm the last 3 charging sessions on my car, the charging limit was set to 90%, and in each case it stopped at 90%. So looking back at the current outstanding issues that I have, the first one in there is Google Maps, where the speed camera notifications have disappeared. I found that there was a way to report issues relating to Google applications from within the car, and you can see it here. How you get to it, you go to settings and then Google, and you can report an incident. So I've reported this via this facility to say that the speed cameras have disappeared in the UK. The second item on there is the Wi-Fi that does not work any longer after the last update, which, just to remind you, mine says the 1st of November was the last update. For 2 weeks, the Wi-Fi did not detect any Wi-Fi networks, even ones that I had previously connected to. But for some reason in the last 3 days, it now sees the previous network that it was connected to, yet it still won't connect, so there's definitely an issue there. The last one refers to the user manual, which shows blank screens in the car. There is a fourth issue which I forgot to list here, which is the random speed limit information, and if you click on the pop-out banner in the top right hand corner, you can watch my video on that. So having had a couple of rental cars while my car was in the workshop, it got me thinking about what features do these cars have that the Polestar 2 does not have at this time. The first one on there is to set the cruise control to the speed limits that is displayed in the sun, assuming of course that the speed limit is correct. When I had the Mercedes C-Class, this did not have adaptive cruise control, just normal cruise control, but when you click the button once to turn the cruise control on, and if you clicked it a second time, it would automatically set the speed to the speed limit displayed in the dash. This is a really useful feature rather than setting the numbers up and down depending on how the speed limit changes, and would be useful in the Polestar 2. The second one on there is regarding the speed limit sound display. So I find the one in the Polestar 2 is sometimes hard to read, and that's because it has a black background with some text. Now if you have a look here, I'll compare the XC90 to the Polestar 2, and you can see in the XC90 it's much easier to read the road sign information. So I would prefer Polestar to update their system to show a sign similar to this, which is in line with what the actual signs look like. The last one on there refers to an app, and I call it Native Waze app. That is, I would love Waze to create an app that you can download in the car that works seamlessly with the screen. I know this will come with Apple CarPlay. However, a native app would be much better because it would integrate with the car better. What are your thoughts on these features? These are the ones I would most like to see in the car. What would you most like to see? Leave your comments below. So let's take a look at some of the updated questions and answers on the Polestar website. First of all is, what is the latest status regarding over-the-air updates? And the good news is that if you've had the October or November update and the recall items done, your car should be ready for over-the-air updates, which are starting to be rolled out to selective users in Norway and Sweden, and hopefully will come to us in the near future. The next one is about how can I remotely start heating the car. And the good news is that with the latest update, you can set remote heating from within the car on a schedule. But to do it from the app will be coming hopefully in early 2021. There was a recent issue with 4G connectivity to the cars in the UK, and apparently this has now been resolved, so we shouldn't be having any connectivity issues going forward. Here is an interesting admission by Polestar support that customers have indeed seen long delays in getting responses to issues, and here they confirm that they're busy beefing up their team to handle more customer issues and requests. Here is a confirmation that the car did indeed charge past the set limit previously, and as I've confirmed earlier in this video, I have set mine to 90%, and on the last 3 occasions it has stopped at 90%. This here is the one we're all waiting for, the Polestar digital key and app for your phone. It looks like this one's scheduled to come later in 2021 now. It was previously listed as end of 2020 or start of 21. So down the bottom of the page here you can see the Polestar features roadmap, and Google updates are being rolled out regularly. Over there, software updates are starting now and hopefully coming to the UK soon. In-car climate timer is there that you can do in the car. Digital key, it still says early 21. Setting the climate control via the Polestar app is scheduled for mid 21, as well as Apple CarPlay, which will come in an over-the-air update. So let's finish off by looking at the numbers so far. As many of you know, every time I do a journey longer than just a trip down to the local store, I record the numbers and we put them on, I add them to a database, and here we can see the averages over time. So what we're seeing is that obviously the colder winter months are taking their effect on the average consumption, where at the start in September, with the average temperature of 16 degrees, I was getting 31.1. And now in December, we have average temperature of 7 degrees, and we are getting a consumption of 36.9. This equates to 2.71 miles per kilowatt. As time goes by, I'll constantly update this and give you a month-by-month update on what the numbers look like and what's a realistic expected range from the car per month. That's all we have for this video. Thanks very much for watching, and please take a moment to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and click on the notification bell so that you're advised when there's new videos available, and leave us your comments. We're always keen to see what other people are experiencing with their Polestar 2 car. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again soon.